So we only wanted to stick to those 3 states right now. We have zero plans of expanding any further. But we also wanted to make sure that more people in those states are touching our product. And Birmingham was a great way for us to do it. So we were able to get it on the ground floor of a place called the Denham Building, right by Legion's Field. I don't know if you're familiar with Birmingham or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's right by Legion's Field, right by UAB. It's a brand new mixed-use development that's coming in. They've been working their butts off on getting that together. We're really hoping, we're shooting for March 2020, but you know sometimes how that is in the construction process, and maybe a little later than that, but we're going great guns on that. It's going to be a brew pub, so it's going to be our first foray into food. We'll have a full kitchen. It also means we'll have a full bar there as well. So we will have 30 taps of our beer, maybe a few guest taps of different beers that we like, and then we'll also have a full cocktail menu as well. So it's going to be a fun project for us. Our management team has been taking that I-20 back and forth pretty much for the past 3 or 4 months now, and it's really starting to ramp up now. But we're really looking forward to doing it. And it's going to be a great way for us to, again, build our brand in that state and be more part of that local community like we want to do.
That's
you
right.
know, just as someone who's just pushing beer out, you know, from Atlanta, we're not as local as we'd like to be. So this gives us a chance to be local. But we bring our own beer on site too. So in Birmingham, they'll have beers that you can't get in Atlanta. We'll be on tap there too. So we'll have different beers that we're making too.
Okay. And then, so what kind of food?
It's TBD. We're still working on it.
Okay.
Not sure. It's going to be, you know, it's not, I mean, you know, you can definitely think it's going to be pairing well with whatever we create. We've got some different ideas and we're still working on it right now. So, again, we haven't hired an executive chef yet. We haven't done that type of thing. So we're still in that process to figure that out.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's now, but do y'all do like the food truck stuff here in Atlanta?
We do,
okay.
yes. That's one way that we can. The way our license is here in the state of Georgia, it's not impossible these days, but it's a little bit difficult to have a full kitchen and a brewery license. So we do invite local vendors in. So at our garage location, we've got Das Barbecue. They come in and they've got their barbecue truck coming in. Pretty much from Wednesdays through Sundays. We'll have different other types of local food vendors as well. And it's been a great way actually for us to help local businesses too. Somebody wants to start up their own catering business, or someone wants to maybe think about doing restaurant work. They're able to come with us. They open up a little pop-up shop, for lack of a better term, and they can kind of grow and see how their business develops. And it's a way for us to get food to people, and it's a way for them to kind of build their business inside of our business too.
No, that's such a, and that just goes back to y'all's company culture. I mean, it's such a great culture for the community. It's great for folks that, you know, like you were just saying, that want to get into the food business, or it's such a friendly environment.
And that's it's a great way to say it. We really want to be friendly and inclusive. You know, it can be a big trope or a big stereotype that the typical craft beer drinker looks like you and me, right?
That's right.
I mean, it's just middle-aged white guy. You know, that's us. You know, you have some gray in your hair, so I figure you know you're right there with me.
I'm definitely there.
Okay, good. But you know, we really want to try to expose and more people and more cultures to craft beer, and I think we've been able to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I really am proud of the fact that when you go to our tap rooms are some of the most diverse I've ever seen when you walk in there, which is a lot of fun to see. We don't really have a lot of TVs at our place. We don't book music, for example. We want people to have conversations around our beer.
I love it.
So we want you to bring 2 or 3 of your friends to come hang out after work, have a couple of beers, just chill out and have a good time. We got fire pits. We've got some other things outside. We're dog friendly, so bring your dogs and just kind of chill out for a little bit and decompress from a long day's work. And
no, I love it. And that's what's so genius about what you guys are doing, is those things are on purpose, right? Because it'd be very easy to throw up a TV and have some live music, and but that changes the whole vibe.
It does, you know, and I think that's not what we want to do. And then there's, I don't want to disparage that. There's a time and a place for that. I mean, and I get it. It's just not what we want to do. You know, we want to be more deliberate in what we want to have as far as building community and building a culture and building loyalty and trust with our brand. You know, we just want to be. It's just not what we do.
Yeah.
You know.
So you guys won't likely go way down to South Georgia and open up a big, just manufactured brewery.
We could,
but that's not. Is that?
I mean, you know, it doesn't make sense for us financially or fiscally right now. We could expand. Right now, our demand is outstripping supply right now, which is well, actually, you know what? We're good. We're in a good space right
Okay.
now. But like I said, I mean, if we could snap our fingers, triple our capacity, we would probably have orders to fill it.
Wow.
But we want to grow smarter, and we
Mhm.
want to grow to make sure the quality of our brand stays the same. We want to make sure that the people who have our brand or in contact with their brand have that consistent contact. So, you know, and we don't want to have a bunch of orders now and ship to South Carolina and Florida and Texas and Oklahoma, and 6 months later, the people didn't have a great experience with it because it was so far away. Those orders stopped,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden we've got 7 or 8 empty tanks that we're paying real estate on that
That's
are
right.
just running empty. So that's a tough road to navigate, and I think that our ownerships have done a really nice job growing smarter, and making sure that we're growing to pace and to scale, and not doing it just to kind of chase the trends or just chase whatever's out there.
That's right.
now.
Well, and that makes sense, right? Because you guys are about community, environment, the people that work with Monday Night, and it's all an experience.
Exactly. And if we were to expand to, I'm just going to pick a state, Oklahoma. If we were to expand to Oklahoma, we're just another brewery.
That's right.
There's 7,000, 8,000 of them across the country right now. We're just some other people. We have no basis there. We have no real ties to the community. We don't have a tap room there. We have nothing other than the fact that you can see some cool looking cans on the
Right.
shelves.
Right.
That's all we are.
But then, yeah.
Yeah. But here, you know, we're local. We're here in Atlanta. We're Southern brewed. We're a Southern company with Southern roots, and we want to make sure that and we have a tie to this company in this area, and we want to make sure that the people kind of have that tie-in as they go along.
Very smart. Very smart. So you've been there almost 2 years. You're
Just over 2 years.
okay,
yes.
just over 2
Yes.
years. So how much do you love it?
Love it. It's fantastic. Look, I always joke, I can never complain about my job because, you know, our sales guys, they're out in the field, they're road warriors, they're driving, you know, 100,000 miles and just crazy all over the state and all of our market. And our brewing staff, I mean, they're working in, you know, crazy hot and cold environments and lifting heavy objects and running back and forth. And our production team is doing the same thing. And our packaging logistics team is doing all this stuff. I sit in front of a computer and I drink beer and I talk about it. Come on. I'm like, that's the best job in the world. Are you kidding me? It's
yeah,
great. It's great.
I've got to go back to my high school counselor and have a serious talk with him.
Well, I mean, you know, you're not going to get rich doing this, but it's a lot of fun. And again, another thing about community culture is that I have three kids, and they definitely were able to work around it. You know, I have a work from home schedule. You know, I can go check on my son's games, and I can do all those types of things I need to do, and still do my job. It's great.
Yeah, no, that is exciting.